Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Eu sou o Gabriel. Seja mais bem-vindo a um vídeo do canal Caio em Cena. Segundo dia aqui em Orlando hoje, né amorzão?
Delícia.
Vamos Seaworld hoje, então se você tem curiosidade sobre esse parque, já acompanha aí o vídeo, tá? E se inscreve no canal, dá um like. Segue a gente nas redes sociais que hoje vai ter bastante coisa legal. Não perde nada. Vamos lá. Estamos indo lá ver o show da Orca, da baleia. E daí vai ser a última coisa que vamos fazer hoje. Já acabou o dia, já é 9, vai dar 9h30 da noite. O show deve acabar umas 10, ao parque já fecha. Bora! O Geraldo e a Kálita já tá lá, ó, chegando. Fica bem aqui, ó, que top, gente. Ai, ai, que lindo esse show. Sempre vi na internet, nunca achei que ia ver pessoalmente. Meu Deus, tá caindo aí, gente. Lá, daqui a pouco começa. Olha, tá bem vazio, amor. Verdade, olha lá. Sempre vi na internet, nunca achei que ia ver esse show de verdade. Hein, amor? Sempre vi na internet, nunca achei que ia ver assim, ó.
Também.
Vamos ver agora. Graças a Deus. Cadê, gente, essa entrada? Olha, gente, que linda. De noite é feio. O Kálita falou que de dia era mais bonito. Olha que lindo que é a noite também. Vamos lá embaixo. Olha. Vamos aqui, ó. Lá na frente. Olha só, gente. Acabamos de sentar aqui, ó. E paramos bem na parte que molha, ó. Olha, ó. Tá até molhado esse banco. Meu Deus, só falta molhar muito.
Being a part of Seaworld's mission is more than just a job. We're proud of what we do. It's our privilege to care for, build relationships with, teach and learn from these amazing animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share our relationship with the whales and what we've learned with all of you. And now, Seaworld proudly presents Orca Encounter!
Has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is unique, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
Ah, tá pegando.
complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep the whales active and engaged. Seaworld's killer whales have inspired generations of people all over the world, and we're excited to share their story with all of you tonight.
A garça.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predators. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's floor. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer.
You're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that's full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit a doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or you step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Tonight, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds, but it also enables them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orcinus orca,
Agora é do outro lado.
commonly referred to as killer
Foi
whales.
aquelas desse lado, agora é desse. A garça. Não tem mais nada aqui.
And Macayo, our killer whale
Ela já tá
family.
fazendo show, agora vai vir as outras.
Macayo is our youngest whale at 12 years old, and his
Olha lá,
mother
verdade.
Katina is our oldest whale, who's going to be celebrating her 47th birthday this year.
Então não tem como fazer uma hora extra, não, pra
Katina is
fazer
also
mais.
the matriarch or leader of our family. Now, Seaworld's animal training techniques create a language between us, and it's a language of learning. And one of those learnings is husbandry. Husbandry is a voluntary healthcare behavior. And one of those first behaviors the whales learn is a blood sample. The whales roll over ventrally or upside down and present their tail flukes to us. Our veterinarians will collect the blood sample at least once a month from the veins located on the white underside of their tail. The whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed during the entire procedure. We're also, as trainers, rubbing them down, massaging them on their backs, sides, and even those tail flukes. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just another way we can reward them for remaining calm during important procedures. But blood samples are just one way we can make sure the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is weighing them. And we weigh them by asking them to slide their bodies all the way up and out of the water, but onto a killer whale-size scale that's located in one of our adjacent pools. We're going to demonstrate that right here in the center slide out. Now you'll notice when the whales are out of the water, a portion of their body is still in the water from their dorsal fin to their tail fins. With that in the water, we wouldn't get an accurate weight. So we've solved this to get the most accurate weight possible. We slide them out on top of the slide out or onto a scale, and then we simply ask them to lift their tails up and out of the water. Training this posture enables us to ensure accuracy.
Fazendo carinho com a cabeça.
They're growing properly, and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
All right, everyone, I'm now on the left side of the stadium down by the glass. Did you know that killer whales love to play? In fact, they actually learn a lot by playing games like Follow the Leader with their mothers and other whales. And we're going to put that to the test today with everyone on this side of the stadium and our audience volunteer, Nyla. So we need everyone here to stand up. All right, now on the count of three, Nyla, you are going to spin in a circle 2 times. And you guys can help her out too. Ready? 1, 2, 3, spin in a circle. Close attention to you. Killer whales are very curious and can often be seen spy hopping or jumping completely out of the water. We're going to demonstrate this tonight with a big jump in front of the stage. So when you see Katina, let's cheer! All right, right side of the stadium. I haven't forgotten about you.
falar.
We have our volunteer Colin down here. Now on the count of 3, we are going to do the behavior call of 3. The hand signal looks a little bit like this. Shoot fingers up, throw over your left shoulder. Are you ready, Colin? 1, 2, 3. Well done. Now Colin, like any good trainer, you've got to get nice and close to the glass and follow that whale all the way to the bottom. Killer whales will reach for a variety of reasons. More often than not, it's to shove off. Colin, come over here. Look at the camera. I had no idea that was going to happen. But thanks for being a great volunteer. You had a Alright, everybody, let's hear it for Colin, Nyla, and our 2, 3 minutes countdown.
Olá, amor, dando tchau.
As you can see, killer whales are amazing athletes, and they can eat several hundred pounds of food every single day. In the wild, killer whale diets depend on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, things like pollution, overfishing, and some other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Ela vai seguir perguntando peixe.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animals in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make, we hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, inventive, powerful, but still vulnerable. The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable. Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow
And change the world.
together.
É possível, sincronizado.
A força, já.
Olha a velocidade.
Onde ela sabe?
Não. Olha a água, gente, fica.
Agora molha todo mundo, eu acho.
Caramba. Nada muito rápido.
Lembra, Luquinha?
Hi everyone! I'm over here now on the stage. Now, if you've seen our show in the past, it usually goes off without a hitch. But tonight, things aren't quite going according to plan. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going on. As I mentioned, we have 5 killer whales. We have our 3 females, Katina, Milani, and Maria, and our 2 male killer whales, Trua and Makayo. Now, killer whales are very social animals, and they interact in a variety of different ways. Whether they're vocalizing or communicating, they also use body posture. But a lot of communication happens between the boys and the girls. Now, we were doing the show and the presentation, and we got started to start the end of the finale of our presentation, and we have doors located on either side of the habitat. Now, this habitat here at Orca Stadium has over 7 million gallons of salt water and 7 different habitats. And when we opened up the door on your right, the whale said, hey, you know what, it's a great time for us to swim around rather than do the presentation. And that's okay, we have choice in their day. They can choose to do the presentations or not. And it looked like they weren't quite ready to continue with the presentation. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna talk a little bit about killer whales, a little more about how we train them and care for them here at Seaworld. And then we'll try and reset in just a moment. Now all of our training is positive reinforcement, which means every time the whales do something great, we give them something great in return. Now each day the whales get a large amount of fish, anywhere from 100 all the way to over 150 pounds of food every single day. It's a variety of different types of fish. They get herring, which is a medium-sized fish. They get a smaller fish called a cabling, and I think they get their favorite fish each and every day, which is called a salmon. So fresh, whole salmon each of the whales gets. Now food and reinforcement are different. They're similar but different, but we can use a lot of different other tools while training. Positive reinforcement. We gotta find what things the whales find positive. Just like us, we have personalities, so do the whales. They have things that they like and things that maybe they don't like as much. So we've got to be creative as trainers to get to know them. Now some other things that we research here at Seaworld is killer whales love to play. And they have a large assortment of toys for environmental enrichment that we can give to the whales each and every day. Sometimes we include it into our presentation. So we do encourage you, if you haven't seen it happen, come back again and you might have a chance. But they have large toys that we can put in the water. Some of them sink, some float. Just like you might have a favorite toy at home, the whales tend to have a tendency to pick a favorite toy here as well. Some other things that killer whales seem to enjoy are ice cubes. I don't know if anyone here owns a dog, but have you ever given your dog an ice cube? Yeah, I see a couple yeses. The killer whales, some of them seem to really enjoy ice cubes as well. Some other things we've learned that killer whales tend to enjoy is gelatin. Now, it's not Jell-O that you and I eat at home, it's actually sugarless, plain gelatin, but some of the whales really seem to enjoy that as well. Another thing about killer whales that some of them seem to enjoy is killer whales and dolphins actually shed the outer layer of their skin every 2 hours. And that's what keeps them streamlined or hydrodynamic as they swim. So they look for ways to get that extra skin off. So they're rubbing on the environment, they seek out different scratches. They also reach up and down different scratches. If anyone's ever wondered what a killer whale feels like a freshly peeled hard-boiled egg, very soft, very smooth, just really cold. So a little really, really cold egg. Now, once we find those things the whales seem to really, really enjoy, that's when the training gets started. One of the first things we train the whales is something called a hand target, where they're trained to touch the front of their face or rostrum to our hand. And then we blow a whistle that lets them know that that is exactly what we were looking for. Well done. We're going to give you one of those good things that we know that you seem to enjoy. After that, we can move our hands around. So if you wanted to train your killer whale to spin in a circle, you just move your hand in a really big circle, and the whale will closely follow your hand. You'll blow the whistle, and then continue on trying to give them something good that they seem to enjoy. And again, each whale's different in their learning. Even though we all use positive reinforcements, every whale learns differently. I use myself as an example. I could read a book lots of times and probably not understand what I'm reading, but if I do something with my hands, I can figure it out pretty quickly. Killer whales, some are really athletic, some are good. Katina is one of our highest jumpers. She's got the most power in her tail, and she can jump over 20 feet in the air, which is pretty amazing. Now, the most powerful muscle on that killer whale, as I mentioned, was the peduncle. The peduncle is what powers them through the water. They can swim over 30 miles per hour when they hit top speed. So they're pretty quick animals for their large size. Female killer whales can grow anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 pounds on average. Males, however, they can grow double that size. Male killer whales can grow 10 to 12,000 pounds when fully grown. Our largest male who you saw at the beginning of the presentation, Trua, he was in the center. He is 8,000 pounds and still growing. Now what it looks like we're doing now is that we're going to ask the whales if they would like to come on over so we can try and restart. I did mention that they're very social animals, and they are a matriarchal society, which means we do have an alpha female. Her name is Katina, and our oldest animal. All right, it looks like we are ready to restart our finale, and we are going to give her lots of cheers because it's going to be fantastic, and enjoy that Orca encounter!
Bye!